Hey, no. Apparently, there's a significant delay with the live stream. Because I told my cat to stop scratching like 30 seconds or more ago. Alright. I think we're gonna take a train out of here this time. Alright, let's see what jobs we got. Okay. Put that here. Alright, I'm not gonna do logistic hauls or shunting. Alright, so that's going to Harbor Town. Harbor Town. They're all going to Harbor Town. Long. Only special licenses I need is either long 1, long 2. I know I have long 1. Let me see if I have the license for long 2. Train, I do not. Train length 2. So I'm not doing that one. Hold on. Alright, now we gotta see if we can do. If we can handle the weight of all of these combined. 400 tons, 285 tons. This. I think we're good because we can handle 1,200 tons on a 2% grade. There is a pretty good grade going up to the harbor town, but I think we're good. Let's see about the multi concurrent orders. I have 1 and 2. So I think I can take all 3 of these jobs. Steel rails. That's going to be fun to figure out the start and stop because I don't have too many of those flags. I must have left flags on a previous train. They're probably lost and found though. Let me see if there's one here. Yep, right here. I think. Maybe. Can I open this? Oh, retrieve lost items. It was just that booklet I was holding and then dropped. Well, I think I left my flags on a train somewhere. Oops. Oh well. One second. Okay. Before I accept those, let me get an engine started and over at the yard there. Hello. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm streaming the thing. I sent you the link. All right, let me. What? All right, let me know if you can hear me and if you can also hear the game sounds. Or if you want, I mean, we can talk on here while you watch it or whatever. I just have to get an earbud. Can you hear me? No, I don't. I have it paused. One second. Yeah, there should be like a delay, I think. Or does it say station office in the front? Huh? Okay, so it's delayed on what you see from what I'm doing by maybe like 10 or 15 seconds it seems. But that's fine. Do you hear the audio from it? Oh, so it doesn't play the audio? Darn. You can't do both at the same time like the Oh, you do? It's not very loud. Yeah. Ooh, I guess I left this one running. Did you get to the engine yet or no? Hmm? Huh? I think this is already on. I think I left it on last time. Yeah. Alright. Well, when you get to like the map, or when you get to the point where I have the map up, I'm gonna be going from, oops, I'm gonna be going from here, steel mill, down this way over here, over to the harbor town. Which, if you look, this is like through a mountain, so gonna be going uphill a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna start this thing up. Did you get to the map? It's night. It'll get brighter though. What? No, it's just a regular game. Alright, let's see here. Lights forward are on. Lights rear are on. I'll switch these to red. Okay. Brake cutout. Looks like it's open. I don't want to be facing this way, so I actually got to turn this around. We're gonna back out of here. Just because I know the direction we're gonna be leaving. This obviously looks way better in the actual VR than on a stream, by the way. Yeah. Okay. So now that we're going backwards, let me turn it. I'm gonna turn the lights white in the rear again. Reverse. Oh, I need to take the handbrake off. Almost forgot. There it is. Looks like the handbrake's already off. I didn't do anything right last time I played. Okay. Let's do this. On the stream, is the audio, is at a good volume? Is the audio too low compared to like the voice? Is the voice too low? Because last time I guess the voice you could barely hear me. Because last time like the game audio was too loud, you couldn't hear me talking. So you can hear me talking on the stream now? But you can also hear like the game sounds. Okay, good. I always forget to charge this flashlight. It's a solar flashlight. I always forget to charge it. Oh god. During the day. I just gotta like leave it on the dash during the day. So I'm gonna accept like 2 or 3 jobs going to the harbor town. But it's a pretty legit game. Huh? It's hard to say. If you look on the map again, it's here, and we're going all the way over to here. You should see that momentarily. Alright, we're almost ready to go forward. Throttle is already off. Yeah, it's a decent amount. It's a pretty big map. I usually leave it here so I can see what's up. Now, I have a radio that I can use to switch this track here. Now, forward. And the track should be set in this yard for me to pass through the center where there's no trains. On these switch tracks, if you look at the little like sign, it shows you the direction. So for this first one, the little white line on the top is leaning right, so it's going to be going right, which is forward basically. Because if you look, it's left or right, it's leaning right, which is straight. Then this second one is leaning left, which in this case, left is going to be straight. That's how you can tell how they're facing. What happened? What? You lost the what? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. You good now? So I'm passing all these trains here because I'm gonna back and connect into like 2 or 3 of them to take out of here, heading that direction. It's pretty cool too when you get like weather, like rain and stuff. It looks pretty real, and then you can use the wipers and whatnot. Alright, almost ready. Yeah, it's way cooler when there's actually rain. Alright, I'm gonna leave this thing running here, and then let's go grab those jobs. There's a time bonus, which is why I didn't grab them yet. So I want to make sure like I'm in a good position to quickly start the job and get out of here, because otherwise all this time I've done just now counts away from me getting the time bonus. If you finish the jobs within a certain amount of time, you get 50% more money. So why not? Here's the map again. When I get to the station office, you'll see we're at that red pin. And we're going to purple down here, Harbor Town. Let's see here. I think I'll just do two, and I'll take this longer one and then this shorter one that's different. And I'll do the... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter which one I accept first. Okay. So, now that I accepted it, I have more info. So I'm going to go to track B40 and B20 to pick up these trains. Here's their specific IDs. So let's go back out here. Here's B40. The other one was what, B20? B20. Or, okay, so that'll be this, not this way. Okay, and this is the longer one, so let's grab that first. Okay, 20. Where did my radio go? Did I leave it in the train? Let me just call it back. There. Alright, so I need this one to turn left here so that we get 20. And then this one here needs to go right. This one here, right. This one here, right. And this one should also be right. You still there? Alright, I got the first one lined up for me to connect to. It's a decent distance and whatnot. Huh? No, I was saying it's a decent distance. Like this could take me 45 minutes to an hour to complete. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite train game, though. Time to slow down. I'm gonna couple these things around 5 miles per hour. Which is basically this. And then watch when you get to it here, I'm gonna couple it. Now, on the job, I can, or I guess should, verify these cars here. CFF 745 right there. The rest of these should be correct then. 006, 883. Next one's going to be 644. Yep. 109. Yep. 329. Last one should be 767. It's good to know so that you don't accidentally pull any extra cars you're not supposed to take, but this is the last one. Last thing I need to check for before pulling this one out is that none of these handbrakes are on. They should be on at least one of these cars. But what I'm looking for is this red band to be left of center, because that means it's off. See how the red is right of center? That means it's on. Now it's off. I think I saw it was this very first car here. Yeah, see how the red is to the right of center? Alright, that's off. We are hauling rails, it looks like. And yep, there. Okay. Forward. You there? Alright. So now I'm gonna back up to B40, grab those other 3 cars. There's a shorter train. And then, it should be this one, yep. And then we'll be out of here. Kind of wish it was daytime so you could see the scenery better, but it is what it is. It's a pretty detailed... It's like an open world, basically. Alright, I have enough momentum now so I can turn off the throttle to save fuel, and we'll keep rolling. This is a long boy. I suppose I could start setting some of these tracks for... Where's B... Oh, 40's right here. Well, time to stop this. Now that I have a train. What'd you say? I jumped up there to stop it. Alright, leave that on. So now that I have a train with me, I can use the train brake. Which, the difference that's independent is just the brakes on the engine. The train brake is going to be the brakes on all of these rail cars behind me. You'll stop a lot faster, obviously, with every car braking, but it takes longer to release those brakes afterwards. Okay, so let me see. We still need to go right. Then to get to B20, I think this one is... No, that's 40. Oh, so we just did 20, so we gotta do 40 now. Just switch that by hand. So this should put us on 40, which will get us this steel coil. Whatever these iron things are. Alright. Let's back up and connect this, and then we're out of here. Reverse. Yeah, the independent brake releases a lot faster than it having to pump air to all the brakes on the whole train if you do the train brake. Hopefully I set those switches right. It's a little foggy right now, it looks like. Alright, now we're gonna coast. Let me see how... Okay, so we're like already over there. Alright, let me slow this down. There we go, got it down to about 5. There we go. wish this game was multiplayer, because I shouldn't be leaving the engine to couple these things. Apply the brake. I can't grab it. There. Okay. And apparently in the next major update, they're going to add American knuckle couplers. So that'll be fun. Alright. So this brake wasn't on. I had to put it on, which means the one that is actually applied should be this one, yeah. Because every train has at least one applied. Alright, brakes are off, so we are getting out of here. Let me just quickly verify those are the correct 3. I'm sure it is, but you never know. 892, 368, and then 141. Yep. So you don't start off being able to do this, but I have a license where I can change the switches for all the track routes getting from here to here. I think I just have to use this and point at how does this work? It's a different map, I think. This one, there we go. Why can I not see this? Anyway, I guess I can do it here. So leaving steel mill, this needs to be left because we're going this way. So when we get to this junction, there's straight or left. It's set left. This one doesn't matter because we're feeding inward like a funnel. This one needs to be left, and it is. I'm looking at this white arrow indicator. So this needs to be left, and it is. This one doesn't matter. This one needs to be left, and it is. This one doesn't matter. This one does. It needs to be left. It is. This needs to be right. This one doesn't matter. And then this one needs to be left. It is. And this one doesn't matter. So, okay, all of our switches are set for going to Harbor Town. I'll leave this here because you can see there's like a green Dorito. That's us. And we're going to travel along here. Alright. Brakes are off. Alrighty. I mean, you should be able to watch this afterwards, like tomorrow or something. But yeah, man, have a good night. It's just barely starting to get light out. I can see the top of that mountain over there. You're good. Yeah, it's cooler when there's more light and you can see what you're doing. Thanks. Oh, here. Look at this real quick. You're looking at. Let me know when you see the schematic station maps. I should be paying attention to speed limits and whatnot, but we're good. We're only going like 30, and it's currently 80. There is kind of a sharp curve coming up there. Let's give it a little bit more beans. Anyway, you see the station schematic station maps? This is, I'm gonna flip it now. This is every single yard for all of the locations in the map. It shows you all the switches. So since I have that license where I can use my radio to switch tracks, I can switch these directly from the book as I'm looking at it. It's like as if I called it in the radio to have them switch that track. So you can like set your tracks before you even get there. Because like if I look at the job, I can be like, I can see what track I'm supposed to drop off the specific train cars on. So I can set it ahead of time. So when I get there, it's already ready and whatnot. But just to show you like where like the repair shops are, like refueling towers, if you're driving a steam engine, like where the water towers are, all that stuff. But yeah, there is a lot. It's a pretty big open world. It's pretty cool. We are just now here. Started here. We got all this way to go. It is going uphill slightly. But yeah, man, if you gotta go, that's no problem. Yeah. You what? This is on Steam. Yeah. 60, but we're going 40, or no, 35 only. It's definitely tougher going uphill. But you also got to make sure you don't overheat the traction motors. So you'll get an alarm at this red light when you start hitting yellow. You can keep going up so when you get to red, you're going to start damaging. I think I need to. Oh no, 50 is the limit here to go left. So we're good. Right now we're doing this sharp turn right here. So the speeds could drop. We'll give it a little less beans. If I derail this thing, it's going to cost me a lot of money. Alright, left is also 50. We're going 40, so we're good. But yeah, so if you're pulling something too hard or too heavy going uphill or whatnot, or it's just for whatever reason, I mean, you can damage the engine. You have to pay to repair that. Oh god, we're really going left, and it's 70, so we're good. We are picking up speed though. We're going downhill. We're at 55. I think it's about to be a faster speed here for a little bit since there's no switches. Yeah, 80 now. And this is something you can just play on the computer, like without VR as well. Like a regular train sim or whatever. 100 miles per hour limit now. If you close all of the windows and doors, it is a lot quieter in this engine cab. There we go. Alright, we're going 70 now. Speed limit's 120 now. If I hop out here, we can watch this thing pass. Yeah, it's 100. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let me get up ahead of it a little bit. Here we go. This thing's hauling ass. Oh, that's another cool thing about this. I can literally go anywhere on this map. So, like, if I want to go up here, if I want to go to the top of that mountain, I can. But let me get back in this train. Because I know there is this curve coming up. Let me slow it down. 70. Yep. Oh god, we're going fast. We're going 80. Don't derail, don't derail. We're going 70 on this 70 curve. There is a little bit of leeway, but that was close. I almost threw the train into the side of the mountain. That would have been bad. Alright, brakes are off. We are coasting just under 70. Give it some more beans again. Nah. Looks like we're gonna have a turn to the right. There's gonna be some tunnels coming up. We're going around the outside of this mountain. Then we're about to go, not through it, but like in between two mountains. There's like a ravine with a river to the left. How fast are we going now? 65. That's 60. But I need to slow down because I know there's a sharp turn right after this tunnel. It got me once. I think that's the first time I derailed. So I'm going to slow this down already to a good amount. So if you look, once I get through here, there's like a sharp... Oh no, that's this next one. That's one right down here. Right here. I derailed there. So let me take that off. But yeah, like you go through a tunnel, and then right after the tunnel, it's like boom, sharp left, and then I was going too fast by the time I saw the speed limit sign. I guess it's good I did slow down. Oh no, it's left is 40. I'm good to go 60 into this tunnel I'm going in right now. 70 now, it seems. So we are maybe just below 2/3 of the way, or maybe 2/3 of the way there. So it's not like it's not crazy far, but it's a good distance. And that's literally just from here to here. So like if you were to go from like Harbor Town all the way to like up here, that'd be a lot longer. Slow down for this curve a little bit. Picking up speed even though I have the engine brake on. Just the weight of the train. 70. So yeah, we can look out here and see some of the scenery we're missing because it's not daytime. There's a river down there. Whole mountainside here. another tunnel. And then this is... Oh no, not this one. I guess there's another tunnel closer to the end there where that curve is, that switch. Did you just get to the mountainside? Alright, this speed limit says 50. I'm going 40. Let me give it a little bit of brakes. I'm still coasting, no throttle applied. So there's like these, not abandoned, but I guess abandoned like trains that you could find throughout the map. they're random, so every player can't just be like, oh, here's the locations, because it changes from player save to player save. But like, you could literally find them like down in the river, just like a train chilling there that you gotta restore. But to restore it, you need to have like a special work train that only gets going uphill. I guess we lost all of our speed. Oh, it's gonna let the brake on. I thought we were going downhill. Anywho, so you have to get like a. Well, first you gotta get a license for the museum. Then you gotta have to get like a special work train that you can use to grab that abandoned train that you find, and then you gotta take it to the museum, and then over there you can fix it up. But you gotta do jobs where you, well, you have to have money to buy the parts, I guess, and then you have to go and actually pick up the parts at the various cities. So you have a work train that like can have different pieces of the train on it. It's pretty cool, and then you bring it to the museum and you can fix it, and then once you fix it, it becomes like a personal vehicle you can use and customize. Alright, it says 40, we are going 40. So let's give it a little less throttle. But yeah, now that the sun's coming out, you can see some stuff. It's a bridge over there. Let me get back over here. And we're going a little spicy. Not too much though, 45 and a 40. There's definitely damage in this game, even environmental damage if I crash like a chemical train down in this river. But like on the engine itself and every single one of these cars, I don't know if you saw, they have like a health status. Okay, we're getting close to that one where I told you I crashed. I'll show you when we get to it. It's right up ahead. Let me slow this down a bit. So like it tells you 70 here, so I probably saw this and I was like, oh sweet. So then I started speeding up, right, to 70. And then doesn't last long. This one says 60. I do not have the museum license yet or any of that stuff because I'm still unlocking other engines to use like this one and whatnot. Because you definitely don't start off with a big ass engine like this one. You start off with a little shunter in the yard. So right here, I think it was this one. I was probably going 60, 70, and this thing says 40. Let me turn off these brakes. So we're going plenty slow now. But yeah, so I hit this pretty sharp turn into this tunnel, going way too fast. It hopped off the tracks right here, and then I smacked into the right side of the tunnel portal, and it just immediately stopped the engine, shattered the windshield. It was pretty funny. Alright, anyway, we're basically almost here. You're going to see in a second the harbor town already. And now we're going to descend, so I need to make sure I don't overspeed descending down into the harbor town. It's right here. It's still in like a misty early morning fog right now, which isn't always the case. Okay, what are we doing here? We're speeding up. Speed limit's 40. With all brakes off, you can see how fast we pick up speed. But yeah, I can overheat these engine brakes, like if I only use the engine one and not the full train brake. If you do wheel slip, like if you give it too much throttle for traction and you start doing a burnout, you can damage the wheels. Gotta regulate this speed here, going downhill. We're hovering just under 40 right now. But yeah, you can damage drive chain. You have to change the oil on this thing. What else? Replace the fuel, the sand, the water if it's a steam engine, all that stuff. There's a military base here, but I do not have the license yet to do military jobs. Transport like tanks and I think helicopters maybe and different military vehicles. We are passing 40. Alright, we're pretty much flat now, so I should be good to coast mostly. So this direction is the military base. still there? I think you fell asleep. Alright, I'm gonna hang up with you then so you can watch this later. Oh, you still there? Well, we made it to the harbor town. It's a roundhouse over here. But yeah, man, you can go if you want to sleep. You can, like I said, you can always just watch this the rest of this tomorrow. You're good. I'm just gonna drop these off on the 2 tracks I gotta put him, and then I'm gonna get off too. Alright, have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Alright, this one. Charlie to India. Let me stop this thing. Harbor Town. That's a neat feature, never used that before. Okay, good, so Charlie is this yard, so don't stop. Because I need the back of this train to be past this Y. And we'll switch that and back it in. Or is it this Y? Well, let me make sure I'm not going to crash into anything up here first. So I need this to be like that. That should put me straight through the yard. I need to get... Well, I guess I can stop this now. Charlie yard. It is this one. I need Charlie to India, which is right here. Let's set the tracks while I'm here. That's going to Charlie. That's going towards Charlie. And then this one doesn't matter, so I just got to turn this and back it in. Not that one, this one. Okay. Reverse. Release the brakes. I wish we could zoom on VR like you can zoom in on PC. Or at least give us binoculars or something. Like, I'll hold it up like this. Or make it multiplayer so I can have a conductor down there to switch the tracks and make sure we're good back there. Back to the harbor town. I don't think I'm going to do any shunting here. I think next time I'm going to just haul a job out of here. I spend too much time here. Amber. Amber. Whoop, wasn't paying attention. Just the cat was making noise. me see here. I just need to get these 3 cars in here. If the rest of the train goes somewhere else, just gotta park them behind this sign here for Charlie to India. Charlie to India. So we should be good now to stop. I just need this one car in by the time I get there and stop it. It'll definitely be in there. Alright, let me disconnect. Double check. Yep, we're past the sign. Alright, everything needs at least one handbrake on. Let's close this first so I don't dump all the air pressure for the train I'm still leaving with. Brakes are on. Airline is still sealed here. Forward. Okay, now let's see where the second train goes. G5 India. G is this one here. We're here at Charlie. So we need to go right, and then right again, then left. I can just set that on the fly. I should have used my dynamic brake with that mountain. I forgot about that. There's a little switcher that you start off with. This guy. Super easy to see while you're in it. Oh, I forgot about the whole switching thing. Ooh, I just did that the last second. I got too used to switching ahead of time that I forgot about switching on the fly. Okay, so we just turned on this one. This one doesn't matter because we'll funnel into it, but the next switch we need to turn left, which it is. Now let me, because I actually need to find the track that we need to go to, which is G5 India. Currently it's going to go this way. Is this higher numbers? No, I need to go left. Oh god. Oh, let me slow this down. Where's my radio? Oh, that was the only one that needed to change. Oh no, it's the wrong one. I gotta go back. Almost got it. There we go. And there's one of those abandoned trains here that I was telling you about that I'll show you. Perfect. Forward. It is, I think, between these buildings, if not literally right here. I remember seeing it. somewhere over there. Alright, let's coast. I just need the back of the train past this sign, which it's about to be. Cab fan. Oh, that guy. Cool. So we're stopped here. Let me turn off the engine. Take my map. And then I need to put the train brake on this train. Okay, we should be good to turn in these jobs. Hopefully get the time bonus. Okay, that's the first one. Let me get my money. Then the second one, both completed. This is upside down. Alright, so this one, oh my god, I made it by 2 minutes. So it took me 40 minutes. The bonus time I had to do it within 42 to get 50% more money. So instead of 7, I got an extra 3, almost 4K. Same with this one. Oh my god, literally, like if I wouldn't have made it if I started it and then got that engine from the beginning. But since I preemptively went, got the engine, brought it to the other end of the yard, and then just backed in to collect the trains, I saved that time. I wouldn't have met that bonus there. Cool. So now I have $275,000. These can just go there. There are always so many jobs here. That's why I never leave this place. I spend so much time. I spend so much time in the harbor town. There's too many jobs here. So let's do some maintenance. So if we go to fees, I owe 10 grand on that engine from like repairs, fuel, wear and tear. So I need to service that, but I have to take it to like the repair shop to do that. Let me do that, and then in the meantime I'll show you where that engine is. This blue connector, it won't even let me grab it. I don't have the license for that, but that's for the the multi-engine license, so I can connect multiple engines. Alright, let's start this back up. Okie dokie. Make sure we're going forward. Oh, I left the handbrake on. Make sure we're not taking the train. We are not. So I'm going to get this in the center track to just roll through the middle, and then I'll look for that train while it's doing that. All right. Okay, let this roll back slowly. Alright, let's go find that train. I want to say it's in this adjacent yard. By the way, remember I was telling you you can literally go anywhere you want. Oh my god, hold on. So like if I wanted to go on top of this building, I can. Wow, that is slowly passing through here. Anywhere you want to go, you can. You want to go on top of this mountain? Just do it. There it is, moving between the buildings. This is a nice view of the yard. Or yards. There's one there, there's one there. There's 3 here. 1 there. Where those 3 blue ones are is Charlie, and then past that, beyond the roundhouse and all those white fuel-looking storage things, that's the military one on that pier. But yeah, literally, no joke, I can go to that tower, that radio tower. I can go all the way up here. Look at this. Like, you could literally go anywhere you want. There's a track right there. No limitations on this open world. Alright, now, what we were doing before we got sidetracked was looking for that. Oh cool, it's raining, so I could show you the wipers. That abandoned train, it's right here. So I was pulling into the yard here, dropping off a train or picking up, and I saw this right here. I was like, oh, it's one of those. So yeah, it's not looking great. Busted glass, a lot of rust. But yeah, this I can, when I get the museum license, I can bring this back to restore it and fix it and be a personal vehicle. But there's different kinds all over the map. Just gotta find them. Alright, back to the train. And then another future update, supposedly they're going to add passenger trains. This is a unused passenger terminal. Oh, like perfect timing. Oh god. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. So now, if you can see the rain here, this looks legit like actual rain. It's crazy. Like, it's obviously different when you're watching this on the stream, but like, for me in the VR, you actually get like the depth, and it looks like real, not go too spicy here, it looks like real rain. And then watch when I turn the wipers on. Look at that. How it actually pushes them around. It is crazy. Amazing. Alright, so we're going to back this up to bring this into the repair shop. The reason I'm doing that is because it is half the cost, half the maintenance cost, if you repair it and maintain it yourself. If I just pay the fee on that terminal in the station house, then it costs twice as much, basically. Oh crap, for convenience. I forgot to turn that switch. No worries. I'll just go forward on this next one. Oh, I didn't even realize there's a wiper here too. Alright, let's slow down. Forward. You can like the reflections on the ground now from the rain. Puddles. Those weren't there before. The detail is insane. Look at this. You can see water droplets hitting the puddle. You see that, right? Sorry, this is my, like, tool belt. She's playing with something. Alright, we're just going literally right in there to the roundhouse. I do need to make sure there's nothing right there where those green terminals are. Sometimes, especially if you previously left one there might still be a train in that spot, but looks like it is open. Close this so it's not so loud. Okay, after this switch, we stop. Oh. There we go. Now I keep going to the menu, but I can literally just reach on my side and grab the radio as if it was on like a tool belt, and then you can literally put this wherever you want it, like around you, because it stays on your person. Because it's like a tool belt, but like I had it up here originally, so as if I had like this clipped on my chest, but I could just reach up, grab it, and use it. But you kind of gotta find that sweet spot. There is haptic feedback, so like if I just reach here without looking, I can feel it already, like right there. Let go, reach, grab it, wait. There. You know what? I dropped it. Look, it's there. Anyway, let's just go. Reverse. Only one notch. Alright, I need to make sure the track is set here as well. And let me turn on the rear headlights. So if I was using the steam engine, this is the coaling tower where I would... Oop, didn't mean to go up there. This is where you would add coal to the tender. Luckily this is set and we're just going straight through. Oh my god, I didn't even realize there's a rain sound for when you're in here. And it literally sounds like there's rain hitting the metal sheet roof. That's so cool. This thing is really hard to drive. On a different save, I have the license for this. It is super realistic and hard to drive. You can blow it up if you don't know what you're doing. And then this one is similar to that one, that abandoned one that I saw over there. But this is the one you can actually use if you have the license. Alright, let me get in here because I gotta stop this thing. I'm waiting for like a bell ding, that a bell will tell me I'm in the right spot. Which I may have missed it because of the rain. If you hear that, that's because I'm using the wipers and I'm not getting rained on, but visually you can see I definitely am still getting rained on. So that's interesting. I should be good. Yeah, it says it's in range there. I may be too far back. Does this fuel line reach? It does. Let me turn off this engine. Cool. Alright, so I got the fuel line there. So we can do diesel. And then everything else here. We didn't use any sand, so there's nothing there. Oil, we gotta replenish a little bit of that. Body, no body damage. A little bit of wheel damage. I guess it's just wear and tear, not really me damaging it. Yeah, like 38 cents, $1.43, $1.93. Our biggest expense was fuel. We used like 4,000, but I guess money-wise, like 3,000 of fuel. Oil was another 764. What is this? The wheels was almost $1,000 in damage. Interesting. Anywho, instead of the like 9,000 something, we're paying 5,000 now. So like I said, it's basically half if you just bring it here yourself and do it yourself. Do not have the license for this one and this save. Do I have the license? I don't have the license for that one either. I think when I had the money, I bought it just to try it out, and then didn't save that save. On these, by the way, you have to like oil all these specific places with an oiler that need oil. Here, see, here, there, and then you gotta like, well, I can't do it because I don't own they don't even let you climb on it if you don't have the license. But like, there's different, you gotta turn like that valve. The steam engines are pretty detailed in this game. And then this one, I don't know. This one looks really weird. It's another bigger switcher, I guess. Don't have the license for that yet either. Let's see if we can see any of these military trains. It won't let me go there because I don't have the license. See? No. I need military 1. But there's trains over there with probably like definitely tanks, but like helicopters, Humvees maybe. But I need to get the license for this. This is military office. I've never seen this before. Spent nuclear fuel. Oops, I do not want to keep that on me. That's a license. Receipt. This. Get out of here. What is that? I've never been in here. Military trucks. Deliver missiles. Empty cars. Ammunition train. That's cool. And then here we go, helicopters. Attack helicopters. I didn't know it had its own like office to pick up and drop off jobs. Interesting. I thought they would just show up in the regular station once you had the license. Dang. Well, that was fun. Let's see if there's any cool trains over here. Oh yeah, look. Excavators. Like that qualifies as a cool train. I feel like I brought these here on a job. And then just never did the job to unload them. I should do the job that unloads them because it looks fun. What kind of car is this? Looks like a hopper that opens on the top as well. Weird. Never seen that before. This train here probably needs a hazmat license to do that job. Are these things operating? That one's not. This one is. Alright, and then let's check that other yard that wasn't the one where I dropped off, because that one was boring with nothing cool in it. But I don't think this had much else. Oh, here's like an auto carrier. This one I feel like I brought from Machine Factory in town. What are these? Logging trailers? It's probably going to the log camp in the south. Here's one of these. I think this is the forest one. Because I think this is a city. But cities are gray. So maybe it's this. Brown. Anyway, that's cool. Oh my god, look how many cars there are. I can't wait for the American version in the next update. Because these look funny to me since it's European. Still cool though. This looks so realistic, it's crazy. And I don't even have the graphics turned all the way up. There's a store somewhere here. Most of the cities, I think it's this blue one, most of the cities have like a store, yep, where you can buy various things. And you can only get things in certain towns, so you can't just go to like one store and buy everything. You have to go to the different stores in the different towns. A nameplate, I can name an engineer. A brake, oh, I want to read it. A brake checklist. Before moving, enable compressor. Verify all airline connect. Okay, cool. That's like a little plate you can stick on the wall of the engine. So on this big steam engine and stuff, you gotta actually shovel the coal into it. Soldering wire, flat, another flat. What if I just have two of these, and then if I ever forget to charge it, I'll just have a spare. They had an update where they added all kinds of like manual wiring, soldering, using a drill to make holes and mount things, so you can actually mount things all over the train now, like different things, lights. Not all lights, there are things that are more useful. Here's like an oiler, like I said, you would use to oil the steam engine in various areas. Pocket watch. Swivel light, hangers. Purple LED lights, like different cities have different colors of those. Slanted mount, upright mount, duct tape. You can use duct tape to like temporarily mount things to the train, but then if you like crash, I guess they all fall off or something. I need to get the boombox again for this save. They have different cassettes, but you can also do like live radio on it, which is pretty cool. There's the lighter you need to start to light the flame on the steam engine. End of train lantern. Oh, here's the steam startup checklist. That's going to be handy. I might buy one of those now just so I have it. Mounting plates. Sticky tape. It's just like a little double-sided stick tape. Steve's garage key. I gotta look up what that is. That might be like that might unlock like a personal vehicle, either that like hand car thing where you gotta push that bar up and down, or it could be the like a caboose. I gotta look up what that one actually unlocks. I have plenty of money now with like 275k, so I could probably get that. I'm gonna get this Steam checklist while I'm here. I think you just scan it here. Cool. I don't think I need anything else at the moment. Oh, I need to find which city has like the flags. Because I must have left them on a train somewhere and they're gone. But you get these different flags you can stick on the side of the car. And what you do is, like, if you're picking up multiple jobs, you can stick it like, okay, here's the end of this train for that job. Stick a flag off to the side, and then you can see it. And then, like, you could stick another flag, so you kind of, like, are sectioning off the trains. So it's easier to, like, put them away when you get to the destination. Insert wallet to pay. And here's my checklist. I feel like I need some kind of mounting thing, though, to put this on the actual engine. But since I don't have a steam engine license yet, I'm just going to keep that in my inventory. Don't think we need anything else here yet. There's something with the watch. I don't remember. You can, like, change the time or something like that. I don't remember what it is. Alright, well, I'm gonna end it here for today. Probably play again tomorrow or something. Oh, look, there's an excavator in the wild. Nice. Alright. If anyone is or was watching this, thanks for watching, I guess. What does it say? Vehicle restoration. Cool. Alright, getting off.